So my first story, if you are a coffee lover, please give me a coffee emoji, okay? If you are a coffee lover, please give me a coffee emoji. I need to bring this photo up on. Ooh. Hold on, hold on. If you're a coffee lover, give me a coffee emoji. You know, I did not know that people were trying to put coffee on the blockchain. Um, but I guess anything can go on the blockchain. Anyway, so coffee lovers, I want to know what you think about this. So there are two companies, all right? There is a Virginia-based coffee roaster called Café Kreyol, okay? They must be Haitian or something, because Kreyol is a very that I've only heard that in terms of Haiti. So there is a Virginia-based coffee roaster that goes by the name of Café Kreyol, right? And they apparently have been using the phrase "meet the farmer" for years, right? Um, they, and it's been their phrase. They are connected with the community. When the community hears "meet the farmer," they automatically think of Café Kreyol, right? Here's the problem: Café Kreyol never bothered to trademark the phrase "meet the farmer," right? So even though everybody knew that Café Kreyol was, use that phrase legally, they didn't own it, right? Because you don't own your phrase, your motto, your slogan. You don't own it unless you have trademarked it, right? So Café Kreyol did not trademark "meet the farmer." Some years down the line, here's a company called iFinca. iFinca trademarks "meet the farmer" to promote their coffee supply chain tech. Listen, I'm not a tech person. I don't know how coffee gets into the blockchain. Thank you. But somehow they did it. So this tech company goes and trademarks the phrase "meet the farmer." Then Café Kreyol, who is, thank you for the gift, Café Kreyol, who is the roaster, they're like, hold up, hold up, hold up. We've been using "meet the farmer" for years. What are you doing, iFinca? So now are trying to get iFinca's trademark canceled because they're saying it doesn't belong to them, because they're like, well, we used it first. Ladies and gentlemen, in this day and age, common law trademarks do not exist. If you are building a brand and you are serious about building it, you need to trademark it, because if you don't, somebody else can come and pick it up under you. I'm going to give you an example that happened in my community. All right. So there is an influencer in the DMV area who used a phrase. Everybody knew it was hers. If there was an event going and you heard that particular phrase, you knew that she was the person heading it up, right? She did a partnership with another local business. This local business, I guess they liked the phrase. They went on the USPTO, realized that had never trademarked this phrase that she had been using since 2009. Okay, and they trademarked it. They filed a trademark for the phrase at the top of 2025. So now this person, she is in a legal battle fighting to get back her phrase, that phrase that she's built up all of that goodwill with, right? So for those of you out here, if you're selling branded products and you're trying to build that brand name, you're definitely going to want to trademark your name in your industry, okay? Because of the internet is great, but we have the barrier to business has been lowered. However, they are not educating you guys on how you really need to structure your business so that you can get all of the deductions that you deserve, because the same corporate deductions that those big multi-billion-dollar companies can get, you can also get them if your business is structured right. And one of those things is managing your brand. So if you're serious about your brand, I would encourage you to trademark it. Now, in trademarking, it is expensive, right? If you go through an attorney, you're going to pay anywhere between $1,300 and $2,000. My packages are $1,300. But if you're not in that space yet, I would suggest that if you do have a brand, whenever you're using it, like, let's say you're making flyers, or you have some type of visual where your company name is going to be, that name that you're trying to protect, put a TM in the upper right hand corner of that thing that you are trying to protect, the trademark, the name, the logo. That does not give you legal protection, but it does put your industry on notice, and it says, hey, Southern Maryland Realtor, and it says, hey, I'm working on I'm working on this trademark. I don't have it yet, but I'm working on it. Again, it does not give you legal protection. It's just kind of a beware of dog sign for other people in your industry. But don't be like Café Kreyol and just hope that nobody, just think that because you've been the big dog in the coffee game with this phrase that nobody's going to take it. That nobody cares anymore. Nobody cares. You need a legal trademark if you're really serious about building your brand. Okay. Do we have any questions about that?